Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Power Season 3, Episode 4. Because I missed Episode 3 because I was on vacation, you guys. I'm back. Oh my God, my vacation was all of that and a bag of chips. How's that for old sayings? We had a blast, you guys. It was so much needed. I can't even explain to you what this vacation did for me. I think it was probably one of our better vacations, maybe one of our best vacations that we've been on in a long time. You guys know that we normally go visit family when we have vacation. And those are like, it's still cool to go visit family, but usually when I get back from like Los Angeles or something, I'm exhausted because I'm trying to splice and dice myself up into like 25 pieces and see everybody and go all these places and do, and I probably end up staying up later and getting up earlier than I normally would even when I'm in Atlanta. So LA going home is cool and going to visit my in-laws, all over the place. But you guys, this vacation, it was just, we went to Orlando and it was beautiful and it was hot and we stayed in a beautiful resort and our suite was right off of the pool. And y'all, we went to Walt Disney World, which is you guys, $500 almost to get in that damn place. It just don't make no fucking sense, but it wasn't going to make sense for us to be in Orlando and we're not going to go to Walt Disney World? Like, we going to tell people we went to Universal Studios? No. So we bit the bullet, went on down there to old Walt Disney World. It was very magical. It was beautiful. We got there. We was excited, taking pictures. It was sunny. It was so nice, you guys. And on the first ride, we said we were going to get on the Seven Dwarfs, which is supposedly like the biggest, the newest attraction up there, and everybody loves the ride, and the line is supposedly always very long. So we were like, that's going to be the very first ride we get on. So yeah, in line, it's hot, it's sunny. I'm sweating like crazy. They got fans, the route of the whole line. So that was cool. The one thing I did realize about Disney World compared to Disneyland is that Disney World has a lot of their lines are inside, as opposed to Disneyland, the lines are outside. So maybe they took into consideration the weather factor there in Florida. So that was kind of a relief to be kind of inside and out of the elements, because like I said, it was like fucking almost 100 degrees, right? Anyway, long story short, nigga, we got in that damn building in the line, and I don't know what exactly happened while we was inside, but when we got up to the front of the fucking ride, how about it was pouring down, raining. And you couldn't tell from the inside exactly how hard it was raining until they pulled that motherfucking roller coaster out into the water. Oh my God. Yo, it was raining so hard. And the roller coaster is not no Six Flags by any means, but it's something about even going 30 miles an hour with rain, torrential downpour type rain flying in your face. Okay, it was just like, oh, it was terrible. It made the ride really fun, but we were soaking wet. Soaked down to the panty and padded bra that I had on. You guys, me and Jada's hair was fucked up. So we got off of there. Nobody likes the feeling of being wet. We went and bought ponchos and shit, but it was just like, what the fuck we getting ponchos now for? Okay, because we was already soaking, but still just don't like the feeling of rain just falling on me. But I got myself together, you guys, because normally that kind of shit would make me kind of ruin my day, because I wouldn't have the look that I wanted, and we couldn't do pictures and all of that. But I was just like, I wasn't gonna be doing pictures and snapping anyway. Okay, I was on vacation, and that was my attitude the whole trip. Like, I didn't put any makeup on. I didn't care about what my hair looked like. I coordinated, of course, and I had my jewelries, but I still didn't do it like I could have. And it was just nice. It was nice. I disconnected from everything. I didn't know what was going on in the social media world. Very seldomly would get onto Instagram and post something and look and see what people were posting at the time. But, nothing like I normally did. Didn't even look at my computer. Didn't watch Love and Hip Hop. Didn't watch Power. Didn't do none of that, y'all. It was great. I still haven't watched Love and Hip Hop, the reunion. So I got to watch that tonight because, tonight it comes on, the second half. But we went to Daytona Beach and rented some chairs and table and umbrella and stayed out there all day, just laid out. And Oh, it was just, you guys, it was really, really good. I think I love my family a little bit more because of it. Okay, Mr. did good. He planned this whole trip. It was a good time. As a matter of fact, he wanted to stay a couple more days. I was like, the kids got to go to school on Monday. I got to go to work on Monday. Like, we stayed till Saturday, and Jada and I still had to get her nails done, her hair done. We had a lot of shit we needed to do, and we had to cram it all in on Sunday. So I was like, no, baby, thank you. We had a good time, but we got to take it on back to Atlanta. But this is the first time that I truly feel like I got some rest, like I got away from everything, and, so I don't feel like when I get back, I'm like, okay, I mean, it was a little rough getting to work today, but nothing I couldn't deal with. And I do feel refreshed. So yeah, you guys, a vacation is much needed. One where you just disconnect and get away from everything and everybody. But I did miss you guys, and I thought about you guys, a little bit slightly. And now it's time to get back to business, you guys. So yeah, Power Season 3, Episode 4. Let's get to it, shall we? Oh, child, I didn't know that opening took so long. Okay, this ain't gonna be that long, you guys. Basically, Tasha won't let them kids go back over to Angie's house, and is stressing Ghost the fuck out. Angie feels bad. She's sorry. She should have never left that gun out like that. And, Ghost is just like, don't worry about it. It's gonna get better. She don't know what to do with herself. The situation seems so out of control. So Angie takes it upon herself to pop up at Tasha's house. Okay, well, she's in the lobby. Tasha's getting home from wherever she is, and she sees her, and she's like, oh my God, is James in jail? She said no. She said, oh my God, is he dead? I felt bad for her because you could tell that she still very much cares. And Angie was like, no, he's fine. He's fine. I'm here to tell you that I got Tariq's records expunged. It was the least I could do. And Tasha was like, you the fuck right, it's the least you could do. But don't sit up here and act like you did it for you or me. Okay, you did this for Ghost. And let you in on a little secret, baby girl. You're going to be doing for Ghost for the rest of your life if you guys stay together. Just remember that. So I guess she told her a little something to her head, right? So Angie takes it on back home. Ghost is just pissed. Like, why would you show up at Tasha's house? That's my wife. Angie didn't like them words. You so protective of your wife, but you laid up over here and fucking me every 15 minutes. She was just like, I had good intentions. I was trying to help you out. Trying to help Tasha out. Trying to help Tariq out. I'm just trying to help, Ike. Shout out to What's Love Got to Do With It. Oh, everybody want to help Ike. They ain't got time to be arguing about this shit, though, because Angie's sister is coming to visit. How about I just realized that Angie's sister is old girl from Orange is the New Black, the mama that just recently got... I don't know if you guys saw the new season. But she's, what's the pregnant girl's name? The pregnant girl, the one that had the baby by the bailiff. Okay, the mother of her. This is Angie's sister. I ain't even realize it. Okay, girl, I see you getting 2 checks. I ain't even mad. Anyway, sis comes to visit, starts out okay. James had done cooked dinner. Sis is having a good time. They talking about old times. And then, sis brings up the fact that, good that he's gotten divorced. Angie and James was both like, well. No, they haven't got a divorce. He hasn't got around to that. So he kind of changes the whole scope of everything. Sis ain't got too many more words for James anyway. If she does, they ain't good, okay? So, yeah, she already knows that James is full of shit and he's still just fucking on her sister. Honey, James and Angie, long story short, I don't know how they think it's gonna work because they don't trust each other. Every 5 minutes it's an argument or it's a discussion. You know how tiring and hard that is on a relationship to always have to be working shit out? I mean, I realize it's still early, but this is the honeymoon time. You shouldn't be going through shit this deep and this rough already. So, yeah, it ain't gonna work. Like Angie said, maybe we're the wrong ones and everybody else is right. But James ain't gonna listen to that. Now, jumping over to Tommy and Holly, you guys, Holly's pregnant. We see her taking a pregnancy test in the bathroom. We don't really know exactly whether she is or isn't, but come to find out, yeah, she is. I mean, we kind of get an idea. She's so damn distraught. But wait a minute, it looks like Holly might have a friend to talk to since she and Tasha seem to have bonded some sort of way with this damn washing money through Keyshia's hair weaving business. Okay, so they kind of forged a friendship, through, some bullshit, but whatever. And one day when Tommy and Holly is over at Tasha's house, Tasha was like, look, talk to Tariq, okay, because his ass was at the school with a gun. All right, and Tommy was like, the fuck you doing with a gun? Yeah, go on and talk to her. I'm going to talk to Holly, because Tasha realized that Holly was going through some things, so she went in the room, and, yeah, Holly's pregnant. Tasha was like, are you crazy? You guys are no position to raise a family. Tommy is crazy. His mama crazy. He come from crazy genes, all right? This ain't what you want right now, girl. This is not a good idea. Okay, well, what do he think? Holly was just like, well, I haven't told him yet. Well, she didn't say that, but that was the look on her face. And Tasha was like, you haven't told him, girl. If you do something, like get rid of this baby, because you guys, she had called the clinic looking like she was trying to figure out what her options were. Options meaning abortion, maybe adoption, but I'm going to take more of the abortion route. And that was what I was thinking when I saw her calling the clinic. I was like, girl, now this is going to be the way for sure that Tommy will kill her ass if he finds out that she killed their baby. So Tasha was like, you need to let him know. Holly's getting kind of feeling like, oh, that's my man. When she sees him go off and talk to Tariq, she kind of gets the maternal feeling like, oh, he might be a good dad to my baby. Not considering the fact that he's a drug fiend and he's a drug lord, and that's all minimal right now. Yeah, Holly is starting to feel like she just wants Tommy to be her father, the father of her baby. But Tommy, of course, is sleeping on this whole, James thing. You need to knock the nigga off. And Jamaicans, they more than willing and ready to kill him. So what is you waiting on? Now, Tommy and 718, they got this deal set up with the Koreans, okay? Remember last couple of episodes ago when the Korean told 718 and Tommy that, they got some prostitutes there that they can have for their pleasure. Well, Tommy doesn't partake, but 718, he has no problem. All right, so when he's fucking on old girl after they finish, she gonna do a couple of lines of coke, and he was like, where you get that from? And she was just like, oh, from I can't think of his name, but old boy. Okay, the son of the Korean. He gives us coke, anytime we have customers. So 718 was just like, how's he getting cocaine when we ain't really giving him the drugs like that? Like, what's going on here? So he tells Tommy, we got a problem. He's cutting the drugs. He making shit worse, because the girl was like, this shit is weak as fuck anyway. It ain't even gonna do nothing. He tells Tommy, yeah, old boy is cutting into our product and making the shit bad, okay, and it's on our name. So Tommy tells Big Korean, the boss, like, hey, you need to fix this, okay? He's messing up the product and all of that. So Big Korean boss, he can't have this kind of shit going on. I mean, this is dissension within the ranks. Give a fuck if it's his own son, okay? So isn't that his son? I think it's his son. If it's not, y'all forgive me. But anyway, he get the son in the room, and he makes the son chop off his pinky finger. I said, ooh, child, not the pinky finger. Chop it off with something, and he better not say nothing. He was sitting there like, we didn't see no blood shoot out or nothing. I mean, y'all had my thumb cut off. My mom said didn't no blood come out then, so maybe not. But the fact that he had to cut his finger off, young Korean son is pissed now. Since Tommy and 718 told, and really it's just Tommy, well, you know what? Now Tommy gotta pay. Now let's skip over to y'all, I guess Anika last week, I was just like, look at this bitch, this ain't the Dream Girls. Real far away from that, okay? She sure did do a character twist, character jump, but I'm with it. It's kind of hard, though. It is kind of hard to accept that this is the route, her acting route right now, because she's always played, she was the fucking princess, for the frog and whatever in Disney, y'all. So I had to get it together. She's playing this lesbian crooked cop. So, okay. So y'all had 2 episodes to get it together. I had to cram it all in yesterday. She's housing Kanan. Kanan is all burnt up on one side. She trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, what he done got himself involved in, and all of that. Now, she's also involved in doing all kind of burglaries and robberies in the neighborhood, and her role is to cover it up or change the circumstances in the investigation so that her boys that work for her are able to get away with, murder or robbery, really. So, but it's murder too, because they killing motherfuckers and she's shooting niggas and, all of this. So she's got her loyal crowd that's following her. Shit is just all the way wrong. She got this girlfriend who's bisexual, obviously, and she uses the girlfriend to fuck on Kanan to try to get information out of him. But she don't know that Kanan and old girl is probably gonna end up liking each other. You know, that's gonna become a, undercover hookup. And speaking of the undercover hookup, yeah, we did see, they was making a big fuss about his dick being shown, you guys. I mean, we just gonna call a spade a spade. We didn't see the whole thing. We saw the black top. There's something about a nice smooth black top that I like, y'all. I was just like, it looked like an eraser or something, just mushroom like, I was just like, ooh, child. We couldn't really tell how big it was, but I mean, just looking at that, I was just like, okay. I mean, he kind of jagging it off, and him and the girl is, I was just like, oh, this is really, really a whole lot, though. I mean, the show has a lot of sex in it, because we saw 718 fucking a prostitute. We done seen Holly and Tommy fucking, and now this is all in one show. So, and now Kanan and old girl, y'all. But we ain't never quite seen a jack off like this, y'all. So I was just like, child, y'all know. Let me not. Okay, let me just. Anyway, what did you guys think about the dick? It was, it was cool, but I need to see Shaft if I'm gonna really be a, correct judge on these things. But the top was nice. We saw his black booty too. I was just like, it's something about when men fuck standing up, you guys. It ain't never nothing cute to look at from behind, because they got to suck in and shit be flat, and it look like you could like bust open a nut. I'm talking about like a pecan or something in the butt crack, because they be trying so hard, they be pushing and pushing, that shit be tight and flat. Anyway, so yeah, we saw the dick. They had their sex. Like I said, Anika, the boss, she is trying to use the girl to get information out of them. They set up this jewelry heist. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, like, Kanan, big boss Kanan, got to start over with the slums of doing damn jewelry heists and robberies like that. Like, child, who would have ever thought it? But I guess Kanan was like, nigga needs some money, I'm gonna make it happen. Even her little flunkies, they didn't even know how big he was. Okay, they was talking shit, and Kanan was like, bitch, I'll fuck you up all burnt up and everything. The nigga was just like, not today, don't go there. They do this jewelry heist. One of her flunkies is working at the store, so he's working with them. Kanan goes with the other guys, they break in, they taking the jewelry, smash and grab type style. Kanan has the boy take him to the back to the big safe where the big jewels are. He steal that shit, then he kill old boy. I was like, damn, that Kanan is. Ooh. Anyway, the rest of them, they run out, and sure enough, Anika the boss, she come pulling up, and then she call in the robbery. Says it's 4 white males and the Explorer, I think, even though they was 4 black boys in a damn Cadillac Escalade, and she, said they were going on a different direction on the street, so trying to send them on a wild goose chase, right? So they happy. The robbery went off without a hitch. 50 and the bisexual girlfriend, they go on and celebrate. He give her a bracelet, one that he stole from the back, because he was just like figuring that, she wouldn't want this. And, I guess he figuring he need to have her in his corner, even though she working with Anika. Okay. So he give her the thing, they fuck again. That's when we get the sucked in booty and whatever, what have you nots. Then Anika and Kanan go to the strip club, and, he telling her how he been having a good time with the girl, maybe next time. She was like, ain't no next time, nigga, this is just one time. I was like, bitch, somebody told you wrong. Was it in the last episode? I guess it must have been in the last episode when he told her that he killed the son. I was just like, damn. And she was just like, well, you did what you had to do. I was like, what's about a bitch? She real ruthless, you guys, just gutter. And that's why I'm having a hard time, even though I can believe it. She's acting her ass off. But I'm just like, dream girls. Okay, it's the one that was messing with Eddie Murphy, y'all. Just what they call a Squeaky or Giggles or Squeak was from Color Purple, right? I'm getting my people mixed up. But anyway, the nigga the boss telling them like, you ain't need to kill Ghost, okay? He's worth more to you than alive, so change your plan. I noticed that Anika the boss seems to be the only one that has some sort of control over Kanan. Interesting. What is she, a cousin? Is that what she was? But yeah, that bitch is so damn gutted that he even respect her to some extent. Now, jumping over to Jamie, y'all, He done met this lady, Karen Bassett. She's big in the hotel industry, and now she's trying to jump over to the clubs. Karen Bassett was like, you know what, James, I'm impressed with you, all you do, but I need to know you better. You don't be on social media. He was like, no, the intrigue of James St. Patrick is that they don't know me. And she was just like, see, that don't work. Not today. I'm gonna need to see your face. Like, look at all these people, all on Instagram, all on Twitter, all on Facebook, all over here, all over there. Okay, they showing themselves, they partying with their guests, they having a good time. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is gonna do James in. Okay, because how you gonna be ghost? Ghost meaning you can't see him, but ghost is all over the damn internet. So, you know, he wants to take this club into bigger places. You know, he got the worries of Lobos on his mind, but he decides to go on and jump out on faith and start partying when he was in the DJ booth and he said he was James St. Patrick and, you know, thanks for coming to verbatim. And I was just like, bro, that ain't even you. I would have been like, nah, baby girl, I'm sorry. This is just not me. I mean, because he didn't even look right doing it. Okay, we like the smoldering, quiet, staring, contemplating, fixing his cufflinks and his jacket, James. Okay, we don't want a nigga out there on the damn disco booth hyping up the crowd. So that's gonna build up to be a problem. And I think Karen has I think she has a little special liking to James. Okay, so she might give him some extra worry. But I think Karen probably gonna fuck on Andre, because Andre told her that she looked good, and honey, she was just eating it up. Okay, you know, some of these white women, they just want them a little black ding ding to make their day go better. So that's it on the club front. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that Jamie, you know, he done hired his security team. Now he got a personal detail. His security is just like, oh, is everything okay? And he was just like, yeah, club business. Just sometimes they want to get to you. They think you got money or whatever. It's you know, just to be safe. That club ain't never been good news. For a drug lord that been undercover all this time, sure did pick a strange profession to come out in, right? Y'all know these braces. Profession. Now, Angie got problems because the crazy ex is giving her the blues. He's following her, you know, he's following James. All right, she sees him one time and she, you know, shuffles James off, and then she goes over and tells him to leave her the fuck alone. And he was just like, look, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna blow this case open. You're not gonna say nothing because that's gonna implicate you as well. These two gonna have some kind of face off. Like Angie, if she ends up having to kill him or something, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, that's gonna push Angie over to the dark side. It's gonna be no return after that. She gonna have to stay with Ghost. But your crazy ex, you know, he is on the search. He trying to get, you know, DA contacts to go and find information on Lobos and all of that. And the contact gives him a name of Ruiz, who is in witness protection, remember? So he's gone, I guess separated from his family. You know, everybody remember at the end of last season, they all went their separate ways. He's a damn janitor at some fucking restaurant, look like, y'all. He cleaning, mopping the damn kitchen. Crazy ex walk in there, you know, just like, oh, Ruiz. You know, who would have ever thought, you know, somebody that had a big empire like you would be doing something like this? And he was like, oh, you got the wrong person. Okay. And he, you know, basically Crazy X know that, what's Crazy X name, y'all? Cause so y'all can know. The one that just got his job back at the FBI or at the attorney. What is it? Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Crazy X. Crazy X was like, keep going on and on, like, you need to come on back, work with the FBI, testify against Lobos and the whole network. Okay, did you know that your father was sick, or you didn't even know that? You know, Ruiz was like, I can't trust you, but he was just like, you can't trust nobody else but me at this point. So he gets Ruiz back. When he gets his job back, when the big boss hires him back, you know, he tells him he was able to make contact with Ruiz, and he thinks he'll give up the entire network. You know, of course, Angie is sitting there looking like she want to choke. So Angie got major problems with the Crazy Ex, but Angie is also ambitious. You know, she finds out about, she tells the big boss, well, you know, the one that looks like Fitz. Don't he look like Fitz to y'all? He looked like Fitz to me. Anyway, she tells him that she done found out that, you know, one of the ex-mistresses of one of the people that got killed in the damn safe house killing is living high on the hog. So it looked like she got paid off. Okay, so Big Boss is like, this bitch is just snooping and going and giving me problems. Okay, he calls, I'm assuming somebody from Lobos' camp, and was like, we got problems. Okay, Angie is just, child, she don't even know she put herself deeper and deeper in trouble. One little small part that I did find kind of touching and sad was when Keyshia and Tasha was talking, and Tasha was telling Keyshia, you know, that she's gonna do some remodeling around the house, but she don't even really know what to pick out because Ghost did everything for her. She like lost herself in Ghost, which it would be easy when you have a man that's that dominating, that rich. I mean, I'm sure it's easy to lose yourself in some shit like that. She's like, he told her what to wear, how to do her hair, okay, basically what to say, what not to say, you know, so she was just like, I gotta get together. I thought it was funny when Keyshia was just like, you gonna find another man to buy you a bag and buy you some shoes, and I was just like, boy, when bitches ain't had nothing, that's all they can think about is a fucking bag and some shoes. Okay, do you know that Tasha and James was millions and millions and millions and millionaires with some S's on the end? Fuck about no damn shoes and bag. I feel like we are seeing Tasha grow up in this season, and I also feel like we seeing that Angie is starting to realize that, you know, this shit is never gonna really work out the way she wants it to because there's just too many variables that are changing, too many moving parts. So that's why I do like Angie and Tasha for different reasons. Still don't like Holly, you guys, but you will be sad to know that Courtney, the creator of the show, Holly is her favorite character. She said that in the after show, and I'm assuming that's gonna mean that she's not gonna get rid of Holly, y'all. So y'all might as well dig in and get used to Holly. The bitch ain't going nowhere. Now, speaking of Holly, jumping back to Tommy, Tommy's in trouble because of what happened with the Koreans, right? Andre's hanging out back on the block with one of his homies, and his homie put him up on game and was just like, hey, the Koreans is gonna light your white boyfriend up, okay, Tommy. Andre knows that Ghost don't want that shit to go down, so he calls Ghost. Special note, right when Ghost answers the phone, right before that, his security was trying to tell him something about Karen Bassett, and he was just like, hold that thought. We never got to find out what went on with Karen Bassett, but Karen Bassett is gonna be bad fucking news too. As if Ghost need any more fucking bad news. But he calls him, he tells Ghost, Andre calls Ghost and tells him Korean's gonna put a hit on Tommy tonight. Ghost can't let that happen. I mean, that's his boy. Even though they got drama. Ghost, you know, ever wanting to change on a motherfucker in no time flat, even when he's at the club. Andre tells Ghost that he's gonna be, Tommy has to go to the crooked church. Okay, wherever the crooked priest is, and Ghost knows where that is. So, you know, we see Tommy, he goes to the confessional, he gets his money from the priest, who we assume is doing drugs, but then he also kind of starts talking to the priest about not being able to kill Ghost. He doesn't tell him per se, but that's basically what it is. He's having a hard time doing something that he's been told to do. Okay, the priest basically told him, you know what, you need to make a decision. Is it something that is going to harm you if you don't do it? And if you do it, you know, what's going to happen then? So he gives him some shit, lays it on his heart. Tommy leaves out. He's walking down the street. The Koreans pull up, okay, and they blast the flat jammy, okay, and just like shooting. Tommy gets hit, nicked, or whatever. But they shooting through the car. I was like, man, they done shot, I swear, it can't be no less than 100 fucking rounds into this car, and Tommy ain't get shot. Okay, so I guess the bullets are stopping somewhere in the inside of the interior of this car. But while they shooting, they looking this way. How about Ghost comes from the other side, walks right out to the middle of the street, and just like pow, pow, pow. Okay, shoots 2 or 3 of them, but the driver is okay. So the driver pulls off. And then when Tommy gets up to see who shot, Ghost had then ran off. Okay, so he didn't see that Ghost saved him, although he should realize, I guess with all them damn gunshots, you can't tell, you know, when a motherfucker's saving you or not. But he doesn't realize that Ghost has saved his life. I don't believe so. So he's pissed now, you guys. He goes home. He sees Holly. You know, she's bleeding. He's bleeding. Holly was already home contemplating, you know, just trying to figure out what she gonna do with this baby. And then when she sees him and, you know, she asks him what happened, you know, he was like, you know, it was Lobos. She been warning them all this time, Lobos is coming to kill us. You need to kill Ghost. But it wasn't really Lobos. He's just totally not thinking about the Koreans. Ghost tried to warn him and tell him about the Koreans, but he didn't answer his phone. So as of now, he's thinking it's Lobos. He was just like, I can't kill Ghost. I just can't do it. You know, she was just like, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of it. He was like, where you going? She's like, I'm going to go get some gauze, you know, some antiseptics, some biotics or whatever we need to put on there and make sure that you know, don't get infected. So she leaves out and goes to the Jamaicans. Y'all remember I told you Jamaicans ready to kill a motherfucker on sight? Well, she goes to the Jamaicans, sits down, gives them the money. He asks who's the hit. She shows him a picture, and it's James St. Patrick, okay? Kill Ghost, okay? Even the Jamaican is looking like, now I know who that is. I don't know if that's a good idea, so that's it, you guys. I mean, I kind of hopped around. I tried to make a little sense, putting everybody, you know, together. I think we about to bust the shit wide open next week, you guys. It's getting too good. All right, you guys, let me get off of here, get back to work. But actually about to buy me a cheeseburger and some fries at McDonald's. Then get back to work, you guys. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. Channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right, all right. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.